And we're recording. Sweet, let's do this. I have to do a attempt number 2 at this because I recorded something that accidentally had an account number in it, and I have to remake the video. So here we are. It is June 1st. We're going to talk about what I traded, how I did it incorrectly, and why I'm kicking myself now vigorously, and the commitment that I'm making to myself and to like the 12 of you that watch my videos that I need to stick to my plan. So we're going to talk about this. Here are the stats for the trades that were traded primarily today. I have TraderSync set up so that it filters by when a trade was opened, and so all of these trades were either opened yesterday and I guess possibly closed yesterday or going into today. And that's just the way that the dashboard pulls it up. So we've talked about some of these trades already. We're going to primarily focus on these three trades right here. They're the trades that we're looking at for today. So the first one that we have, the charts, it takes 2 business days for futures charts to pop up, which is really annoying because the chart feature in here is really nice. But so I did demonstrate this screenshot. I said in my video yesterday that I was figuring we break up or we break down. So here's what ended up happening. I was in a short position, had my type 1 short from right here, and we bounced all around. I did not take that type 2, and as you can see, that's the type 2 that would have made me nice lot of money. And instead, we just rode that type 1 all the way down to there. I pulled my stop up tight, and we tagged out of it. And so that is what led to this trade, which is about a $230 trade, 228 after commissions. I don't have fees factored in because I don't know a clean way to calculate the exchange fees that take place when we're trading futures. Fees and commissions don't really matter when you're trading futures because obviously, this position's moving hundreds of dollars and I paid a grand total of where's my commission? $1.25 each way, so $2.50 to make almost $250. And that this was actually a bad trade. This was a trade that I should have held on to. I broke my rules because I tagged out of it early, so I did end up getting back in a Type 1 short today, and then got in a Type 2 short, which leads us to my next trade. If we can go back. And here's the sad thing. This trade, you see, we made $344. This trade, today should have been the single most profitable day trading in my entire career. We had a Type 1, Type 2, perfect Type 2. You can see I'm riding a tight stop right here, right? So we're in 12 contracts deep at this point. We pulled back, and like a moron, I'm watching this play out in the morning because I'm just so concerned. We saw this push down, push down, push down, push down, push up. Oh no, we're going to break to the upside. Like, why? I think part of it is because I did scale in, so I'm risking like $1,000 on this trade, right? This is not money that I can't afford to trade. This is well within my plan. It's well within percentages. Like everything about my trading style makes sense. It's just the psychology of getting used to seeing some bigger numbers moving around, and so I'm like afraid of taking a loss, which is really dumb. Look, I've taken plenty of losses, and I think that's probably why I'm having this issue right now. Is oh look, loss, loss, loss. Finally entered a short trade there, right? So something finally worked out. Yay, that's great. Um, for some reason, or no, sorry, yeah, this was a loss. So we took a loss breaking up here, or sorry, that was a win going long. Took a loss going short, took a loss going short, took a loss going long, finally got in short. And now, so I'm sitting there freaking out like, I need to win something. I need it. Like, just let the system play out. I've done the back testing. I've demonstrated that when you just trust this system, it's going to work out just fine. And I have the hardest time trusting type 2s because, as Don always mentions, like that was not a wick at the time. That was a bright green candle, and I'm shorting it. That's like the train is coming. I mean, look at this. This candle's a better visual representation. That thing is just going up, up, and away. And for these type 2s, for a short entry, you're jumping in short on something that looks like it's going to the moon. Same thing with a type 2 long entry, which we have not had in forever. Where was it? I mean, that would have been that was a loss. Have we had any successful? There you go. This was a trade I didn't get because I had the zone slightly off, and so I missed this opportunity. But that was a long trade that I did take the type 1. I missed the type 2. I remember that day because I missed it by like 2 points. Story of my life. These, I swear, futures are a scam. Whoever's moving these markets just avoids your orders, and it's the most infuriating thing. Any like, look, we pushed up, we pulled all the way back down and tested that zone. You know why we tested that zone? Because somebody got in long on a type 1 today, and the market makers have just brought it all the way back down, tagged it out, and pushed it straight up. No, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but futures are a scam. That's why I trade them. No. So, uh, you can see I should have killed it today. I should have had both a type 1 and a type 2 make profit. I should have made like $2,500 today. I should have made like $1,500 yesterday. So over the course of 2 days, I have missed out on thousands of dollars of profit by not following my plan. And that is starting to irritate me. The series of losses that I went through, if I just stick to my plan, I would have erased them. Not completely. I did take a handful of losses here. But like my let's go back to TraderSync here. And if we go to dashboard and clear the filters, this is just my futures trading data. My accumulated return right now is minus one or $1,689, right? So just by following my plan for 2 days, this would have been flipped on its head and we'd be back to the green again. Like, that's how important it is to get these, especially the type 2s in this trading system. Like, just trust the system to play itself out. Let the trades happen. Stop trying to babysit them. Stop trying to manage them. Every single time I do that, I end up regretting it. And so what ended up happening today was I closed out of this thing early, locked in like that $300 profit. And here's what's really dumb about that, right? I locked this thing in like right here, which means my type 1 contracts that I sold, so I was in 12 contracts. 3 of them were like cost right here. So I actually locked in a loss on 3 of those contracts because I closed out my trade like up here somewhere. So locked in a loss on 3 of those contracts, locked in profit on the rest of these contracts, and I'm somehow like, yeah, I covered myself. I did good today. Like, what kind of stupid logic is that? So I'm realizing more and more the importance of not looking at my P&L during the day. I have limit orders set. Like this, for the most part, everything I do is automated. The only time I need to go back in is like, so today would be a great example of we tagged the type 2, should have come down, hit profit right about here for the type 2, would have come down about here and hit profit for the type 1. Once I get that notification, really, honestly, once I get the notification for the type 2, I should have another limit order for another type 2. And you'd be like, well, do you really want to trade that type 2 again? There's been times in the back testing that you just get like 2 or 3 type 2s in one pattern of consolidation like this before it's either a break and a retest and you flip gears and go the other direction, or it goes running away and you're playing along in the next zone. So yeah, I really should be focusing on, look, 2 type 2s, and honestly, this should have been one too. My stop loss was down here, so I didn't tag out of that until right here. Realistically, my stop should probably be here if I was going to play the zone long. That's a little bit of hindsight as 2020. That was a nice push up, and then we broke right down and retested. And I think I actually, no, I wasn't awake for that. So yeah. Either way, that looks like a really nice bull flag right now. Actually, I do think we're heading up, and the tricky thing is my system says I should be shorting this zone again, and I kind of feel like this might just be a push up and I'm breaking a retest, and then I think a push up to here. We'll probably stumble around in this speed bump zone a little bit, but I do think we're heading up for a little bit longer, and I think this zone is a good spot to get short. Probably grab some longer term puts. Anyways, that's my thought process right now. So here's my commitment. Like truly, honestly, here's what I need to be focusing on. Um, and so, like I said, for the 12 of you that watch my videos, keep me accountable. Um, I am going to do nothing for the next 2 weeks but trade my plan. Just ignore the P&L. Honestly, I should probably set it so it shows P&L in points, not in dollars, so that I don't get fixated on dollar amounts. I think on my TradeStation mobile app, I'm going to hide my P&L for myself. There's still other ways you could see it on different screens, but I need to eliminate the possibility that I'm staring at my P&L and being like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Because I just need to trust this system and let it play out properly. The other thing that I'm going to be doing that TraderSync has, when you add trades, I've been manually adding all my trades so I know they're correct. You can add trades and you can select your portfolio. These are actual portfolios of mine. That my portfolio is a default one, but I created a back testing portfolio, so I could come in here, enter a back test. I bought on this date at this time, and I bought 4 contracts, and the price was whatever the price would be. You just enter it all in, and then commissions would be $1 on that. I can change the defaults on that. Then you can add an execution for when you stopped out or when you took profit or whatever else the case may be. Save the whole thing, and then it appears in your dashboard. So I can filter by my portfolio to show only my back tested trades, which right now I don't have any. But that means when I go in, I can filter for just my back tested trades, and I can go into like my actual reports. So I want to back test, do it properly, backtest every trade. So the system will automatically calculate what the actual P&L is. It'll calculate what your cost basis is when you're averaging down by getting a type 2, because I did that incorrectly in my backtest. So I want to go through. I have it on my calendar, so I'm holding myself to it. Thursday, which is tomorrow, I have 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. I am backtesting. So I've made that appointment with myself. We're going to make this happen. Um, and I will then have all of these stats. I'm going to be tagging all of the trades just like I'm tagging my trades now. So when you look at my executions, right, uh, here's a testing from the bottom. So we're hitting a zone from the bottom. I got a type 1 and a type 2 short. Then we can talk about, here's a situation where it's a break and a retest, right? And so I'm going to have all of those tags so I can start filtering through those and hopefully start really dialing down what works really well within this system from a back testing perspective, see what my actual results are going to be, or well, would have been for those 2 months just following the system. Obviously, the tweak there is going to be these zones. I've been tweaking them along the way to be accurate. So like I said, I missed a couple of type 2 long entries because my zone just was slightly off. Um, so the backtest is going to be like, here's the optimal circumstance when everything goes perfect. Here's what it looks like. Versus reality is a little bit grayer than that. But I think the backtest provides a really good baseline of saying if you just trade the zones, just play the system as it's meant to be played, what kind of results can you actually see? And that's what I want to work on. So that's my plan right now, and it's not super exciting or anything like that. Backtesting is really boring. I do plan on recording it for the 2 of you that find that kind of video interesting. But I want to show my thoughts, show the process, and then have that data on the other side of it, because I know that that will then influence my psychology and help me to understand where the system's going, what kind of returns I have seen within a 2-month time span, and hopefully just help guide me in following the system better. So the backtest is tomorrow. Tomorrow also starts just, like I said, following the system religiously, letting the system play itself out, just trusting the zones more than I trust my own opinion about how I should be trading the zones. Because as you saw today, I did not manage my trades well. So I'm tired of when I should be up by a whole bunch and I'm not. To me, that's a loss. Um, and it hurts more in certain ways than actually taking losses, right? Because the losses happen when you're trading. It's the trades that should have made you a lot and should have made up for a bunch of those losses that you're not taking that are just going to absolutely kill you. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, I don't have anything else exciting to say about that. So if you want to stick around for that, uh, hit the little subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow.